Hello families. Today we're going to do a quick overview of the Get Ready Do Done model of executive functioning support for students as they're working through online content. And when we think about the Get Ready Do Done model, it's really a backwards thinking model. You start with the done and you create a picture in your child's mind of what they're shooting for, and then you work backwards to think about the steps that would need to be done to accomplish that. Now, if a child doesn't have a picture of what they're shooting for, they're going to spend a lot of time dallying, twiddling their thumbs, not necessarily knowing what materials they're going to need. And so then you end up with a lot of wasted time towards completion of a task. This document kind of goes over what the model that has been created by Kristen Jacobson and Sarah Ward is for. And it's really that you begin to get more and more independent levels of executive functioning with planning, organizing, and problem solving, especially towards completing tasks that are due in their classes. And so what you want to work towards is that students begin to become more situationally aware, predict possible outcomes, and think about past experiences. And this is the one we're really focused on today. Generate a plan to achieve that outcome. Initiate appropriate actions or responses to achieve this outcome. Monitor an ongoing behavior for success or failure, right? So we want to have that self-reflection as they begin to practice this. Modify performance based on self-monitoring and situational. Well, I planned that this would take in half an hour. It actually took this long, talking through why that may have happened, and shift flexibly between activities. So the Get Ready, Do, Done model is you're going to look towards the future and identify what you need to do that's a done product. What will it look like when I am finished with this assignment? Next, you're going to kind of think about the steps that you need to complete that, and then you're going to get ready by gathering materials. So when we go into task execution, we start with the end in mind. So with that done, what will it look like? And we ultimately know that this is probably a submission of some sort, a discussion board, an assignment post, a quiz, and it might be a piece of writing, something like that. And so that is where in Schoology we're looking at our done. You will have a discussion board post that looks like X, Y, and Z, or you will take a quiz over X, Y, and Z, or you will, complete some type of activity that will look like X, Y, or Z. So what do I need to do to match the picture of this being done? And what we really want to work towards is using more and more visualization of a done product. So rather than having it be kind of ethereal and vague, we really want them to visualize either the discussion board post, them taking the quiz and being prepared, getting an image in their mind of what completing that will look like. And then as you start to work through the do, that's where you're really going to look at the time management piece and how do I break down the steps and each step of completing this activity. And then getting ready is the materials that I will need. As I start to visualize this done product, I can think through what types of materials do I need. And it might even be that within Schoology, for something like a science class or an art class, there might be even a list of materials for that lesson. And so you're going to gather those materials. So really you look at this like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there's going to be a model video that helps you work through this. So this is my pre-imagined plan. Okay, so this is all going to be very visual with a child. You're actually creating pictures in their mind for what it will look like. And then you start the do process, okay? So here is a great video put together by someone through Boulder Valley School District where they're actually going to model this, one with like a daily task and two with an assignment. And so it'd be really good to go ahead and watch this video and perhaps even watch it with an older child. Make sure that they know what you're shooting for as you begin to implement this. And watching this as a model might help them even get a picture of what they'll be doing with the Get Ready, Do, Done model. And then here you're going to find 2 templates that you can click on to help you execute this. So you can actually print these off and use them. She does reference an app, and we'll And you can find a link to that app right here. And so it's not linked to Google Chrome or anything like that, but if you decide that maybe you want to put that on a tablet or on a phone, that is a really great resource as well. And then these are just printable kind of PDF tablets. And really what you would be looking at if you're looking at a Schoology type experience is that you are probably doing this get ready, do, done for each subject. So you're breaking down either you're doing one assignment for every subject each day, or maybe you're breaking down the day for an entire subject. For instance, you might be doing all of language arts. And so if you were doing the get ready, do, done for that day, you'd be looking at visualizing all the things that would be submitted. But really, the smaller you get with doing this, the more success you're going to have. So maybe going task by task, even within language arts, throughout the day is going to be your best bet at really getting a picture of what a child should be shooting for and about how long it should be taking. And then in the videos to follow, we're going to be looking at something called tracking the time, and that presents some really great strategies as well for students to begin to think about time robbers, things that get them distracted, and also beginning to really visualize the passing of time as they're completing these activities that they've outlined with Get Ready, Do, Done. And I'm hoping that this resource will be really valuable for you as a family as you're beginning to work on how do you get your child increasingly more independent in completing their weekly tasks successfully.